Hello everyone, this is Moonlight Learning Academy, and today we are going to be doing questions 11 through 16 of the 2022 Grade 6 Mathematics Day exam for New York State. So let's get started. What is the value of the expression shown below when x equals 7? So here we have the expression 3x squared minus 2x plus 3. So for this problem, it's relatively simple. You just have to replace all the x's you see with a 7. So I did that over here. And next we have to use something called PEMDAS, which you might have heard of before. So it stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. You basically solve everything in this order. So everything you see a parentheses in, you solve what's in the parentheses. You see the exponents, you do that next. Multiplication, you do that afterwards. Actually, no. For multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, you do multiplication and division first based on whether or not it is in the left of the expression. Like, for instance, if multiplication is more to the left than division, you do multiplication first. Whichever one you see first, you do that. Same for addition and subtraction. So let's work through this together. 3 times 7 squared minus 2 times 7 plus 3. So there are no parentheses, like there's nothing to solve in the parentheses. Next we have exponents. For exponents we have 7 squared, so we have to do 7 squared first. So that gives us 3 times 49 minus 2 times 7 plus 3. After that, we have to do either multiplication or division first, based on which one you see first. There's no division, and we see multiplication first, so we do that. 3 times 49, that gives you 147. You just put everything back. Same for addition, subtraction. You see subtraction first, so you have to do one. Oh, never mind. There's also another multiplication, so you have to do 147 minus 14. You solve what's being multiplied, plus 3. And now you have to do either addition or subtraction first. There's subtraction first, so you have to do that. 147 minus 14, that's 133 plus 3. Now you just have to solve this, that's 136. And that gives you C as your answer. So for number 12, we have a partially shaded rectangle is shown below. This is the rectangle. What is the area in square centimeters of the shaded part of the rectangle? So we can see that the shaded part of the rectangle is a triangle, and we need to find the area of it. So let's go to our conversion chart at the beginning of the state exam, and we have to find the formula, which they do give to us. And the formula for the area of a triangle is area equals 1/2 base times height. And now we have to use that for this. So let's just plug everything in. So we have 1/2. The base is 8, and the height is 14. So when we multiply all of that together, you get 56. Meaning that the area in square centimeters of the shaded part of the triangle is 56 square centimeters, which is answer choice C. By the way, make sure to look closely at the units, because if this was in inches and you had to convert and you just didn't look at the units, then you would get the question wrong. So always pay attention to the details. Don't overthink it, but make sure that you're careful enough. And that involves looking at the units. For our next question, which is question 15, it says, a group of 10 science club students is on a field trip. That number of students represents 20% of the total number of students in the science club. What is the total number of students in the science club? So here we have to do something called proportions. So if 20% of the total number of students is represented by 10, that means you have to do 2 out of 10. You have to do 2 out of 10 equals 10 over x. And this is because 2 out of 10, that represents 20%. And 10 out of x, that basically means that 10 is equal to 2, which is 20%. It represents the 20%, and 10 is the total number down here, and that represents x, which is the total number of students in the science club. So x equals the 100%. 10 is equal to like 100%. It's like the whole thing. And 2, that basically represents the 10. So now you have to try to make them equivalent to each other. See what you can multiply to make them the same. So for 2 to 10, right? You have to multiply that by 5. You have to multiply 2 by 5 to get 10. And you also have to do the same thing to the bottom. You have to multiply 10 by 5 to get you x. And 10 times 5, that's equal to 50, which means x equals 50. So x equals 50, which represents the total number of students in the science club, making C our answer. Let's move on to the next problem. So for question 16, it says, which value of x makes the equation true? 4x minus 8 equals 4. So here we have to do something a little different from our first problem. 4x minus 8 equals 4. So here we have to do something called isolating the variable. So here we have to get rid of everything around the variable until it's by itself. I'll give you an example using this problem so you can learn how to do it. So for this, you have to add 8 to both sides to get rid of the minus 8, because then that'll just leave you with 4x. This cancels out, and that gives you 4x equals 12. Now to isolate the variable, you have to divide both sides by 4, so it cancels out, and x is left by itself. And this gives you x equals 3, which is the answer. This gives us answer choice B as our answer. Alright everyone, that is all for today. I hope you found this useful. If you did, share this video with your friends, like, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye!